Sad and funny story. Pity the aggressors. Why do we attract evil and how to stop it? Something funny happened to me a few days ago. It made me think and remember. Now I want to share this short story with you, so that you'll have one of the keys to the door to a happy life, and will stop attracting predators. Some guy saw my picture online several days ago. He is following my work, and for some reason, he didn't believe that it was me who posted the photo. He left a very aggressive text for me, accusing me of not being me. Funny. But he felt the urge to call me names, telling me that I was so very bad and dishonest, posting a picture of myself. After 9 years of ongoing abuse, I've learned not to react at all, if something is completely out of line or sounds absurd. So, I ignored his text. Then he texted me several times more, and in even more aggressive tone, and again he pursued his urge for name-calling. My impulsive reaction was to pity this man. Apparently, he was raging, and nobody likes to be so angry. I wanted to calm him down, to cool his rage. I was feeling sorry for him, even though he attacked me, insulted me, accused me in not being me. Paradox. Then I remembered the time, as I met my future husband. We got to know each other, and in some time I invited him for dinner at my place. So it happened, that my neighbor, a young guy who'd moved into the apartment next door 2 weeks previously, came home at the same moment as my future ex-husband was going through my front door. Suddenly my future ex-husband was enraged, started to scream at me, accusing me of having a relationship with my neighbor. Not to repeat all the nasty allegations my future ex threw at me, I'll tell you, that his screaming lasted for 2 hours, and I was extremely embarrassed, because I was not the only one who heard his tantrum, but all the neighbors as well, including a new neighbor guy, whom I hadn't even met yet. What happened was, that I actually did my best to calm down my future ex-husband, and that was my big mistake. Narcissists don't want to know the truth. They see the world through the prism of their hatred. They want you to be wrong, they want you to be bad. Only if you are wrong and bad, they feel a little tiny bit better about themselves. Keeping in mind, that in their view of the world there always must be a bad guy. Don't forget, that narcissists lie, betray, steal, cheat and do all kinds of nasty things to the others. They project their flaws onto you, to feel better about themselves. They need you to be worse than they are. Because if it is not you, then it is them. And this is the whole point of the narcissistic supply. It must not be them. So they have you, to carry the burden of all their flaws. The stronger you are trying to defend yourself, and calm them down, the stronger and more aggressive will be their tantrums. They don't listen to you at all, they don't want you to calm them down, showing them that you haven't done anything they are accusing you of. They try to convince you, that you have done something awful. If you haven't already, then you have to do it soon, because you want to. Sometimes their accusations are so absurd, that they stop screaming for a second. Here is why. For narcissists, there is always a bad guy in the scene. If you ask why there should be a bad guy at all, there is no answer to that. It is just so. Narcissists have this little voice in their minds, telling them, that they are awful, nasty beings. They cannot protect themselves from this little voice. At the same time, they cannot believe it. If they do, all of them would commit a suicide. So, if they project all this negativity onto you, you will be a bad guy, and you will be the cause of all the problems. As soon as they believe you are the problem, they suddenly feel better about themselves. If even for a short while. Narcissists believe their feelings are facts. Imagine you showing your narcissist, that his assumption was wrong. He looks and sees the proof, but goes on screaming at you and accusing you over and over again. He doesn't want you to be good or right. If he sees the real facts, he doesn't believe them. He feels angry and upset. He wants you to be the cause of his feelings. It doesn't matter whether you did anything or did not. He doesn't care. His feeling bad comes from his little voice in his mind, and it is so negative, out of control and frightening for him. He must project it onto you, just to survive. To give you an example. From day one on, as my ex-husband and I moved together, my husband accused me on a regular basis, that I presumably stole his tools like screwdrivers etc., and kept these tools in my desk drawers. Several times, getting tired of listening to his accusations, I let him search through my desk drawers. Guess what? He'd never found any of his tools in my drawers. Still, once a month, he threw a temper tantrum, screamed and called me a thief, because I surely had his tools in my desk drawers. Even then, as he finally found his tools among his belongings, he continued accusing me. Back to my short story again. Most of us know that strong emotions can alter the perception of the facts. We understand that the view of the world through the lens of the emotions often is not correct. Narcissists don't. You see it and you feel sorry for them. That is where they hook you. I remember feeling sorry for my future ex-husband. I felt capable of taking his fears away and to show him the beauty of life. My feeling pity for him cost me 9 years of my life. Now, I am telling you this story, so that you can save yours. Don't even try to calm the aggressive people. They are aggressive not because you did or did not something wrong. They are aggressive because they want to be this way or they can't help it. Malignant narcissists need your pity, and they will test you using all the tools they know. They may tell you a heartbreaking story to enforce your pity, or they will accuse you in wrongdoing looking weak, so that you feel the necessity either to defend yourself, or to protect the small child in a grown-up body, pointing out his mistaken assumption. You watch him raging, and you want to ease his fears. You want to prove him that there is no reason to be angry. And here is where they hook you. The more emotions you show, the harder you try to calm him down, the more often he will challenge you, the more often he will throw his tantrums. Don't explain to them that their perception is wrong using reason and logic. It doesn't work with them. They look like adults, but they are not. If you think to be able to explain things to a narcissist, please think again. They cannot understand your logic, reasoning or even facts. They see the world so dark and poisonous. They feel anxious due to their insecurities. They do know that their deeds are wrong and nasty. And they are in constant state of defending themselves against the voices in their heads. That is why it sounds so often like that. You made me lie to you because you were too weak to take the truth. Or, I haven't done what I had to do because you look angry at me. Or, you made me steal from you because you would not want to give it to me. They know that they lie, steal and cheat, but they will always blame you for their wrongdoings. They project their feelings onto the world. They don't see the reality as it is, but they fit the reality to their feelings. And their feelings are mostly bad. Be careful if you see a narcissist smiling. He is plotting another mean thing to do. Or maybe he is enjoying the last mean thing he did to someone. In any way, you may want to run. And run fast. A smiling narcissist is a dangerous thing to have around. Otherwise, they are mostly angry. Angry with themselves, angry with the world, and of course with you. Don't think that you have a misunderstanding with a narcissist. There is never a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding is, within a narcissist. They react to their emotions and blame them on you. They alter the reality to fit their feelings. If even you do something nice for him, there must be a hidden agenda. Their truth changes with their emotions. Mostly their emotions are aggressive and hostile. And off cause, they are changing all the time. One moment you are the best person in the world, the next moment you are the worst. You see how it is useless to explain anything to a narcissist or to try to calm him down. This is what they do. And here is the point of this video. Please never try to calm down aggressors. I could not possibly imagine name-calling a stranger because I am implying him to do something wrong. Wouldn't it better to ask first? Is it wrong to make sure that the person did something wrong indeed, before attacking and name-calling him? And if even it is true, why should anybody be so hostile? If there is a choice either being polite or hostile, wouldn't a healthy person be polite? So, if you see someone raging and spitting the hostility all around them, pity these poor souls. Because they cannot be saved. Stay away from them. Just turn around and go away as fast as you can. And be aware of your feelings. If you want to save someone from his fears, step back for a moment and ask yourself, does this person needs help, or if he or she wants to aggress? Stay safe. Stay strong.